Play is the joyful expression of movement that connects the body, mind, and spirit. It's the freedom to explore, create, and challenge yourself in ways that feel natural, fun, and empowering. It's easy to not play. It's easy to not move because it's just easier to use your electronics to take up your time. And this is for all ages and all generations. My grandparents send me more reels than some of my friends do. The reality is that play is seen as a luxury and something that you can do if you have extra time. But as children, we start playing before we're really doing anything else. We're eating, sleeping, and we're playing because it's not a luxury, it's a necessity to have a good life. So kids know this and that's why they play, but then we stop playing because we just feel like we don't have the time, or we don't have this, or we don't have that. In the book, Play, How It Shapes the Brain, it talks about how depression is less when people are playing. They're more cognitively aware, and they have better connections with their family members when they are in a state of play, when they can enjoy time with other people. So what can truly come of play is so immense. Even stress can be reduced because you have more time in play. So if the studies and the evidence is so evident that play is good for you and you should be playing, the question is, why are people not playing? Why are people not experimenting with movement and just having fun with their own body? And the honest answer is pain. People's bodies are in pain. Your body is probably in pain. And the reality of it is that if it's in pain, it's no longer that fun to play. You don't want to move. You don't want to do all these different things because it hurts. So as you go and you're trying to move and you're doing this, it just feels like this isn't outweighing the benefits of play. It's actually causing me more problems in the future because the pain's getting worse. So how do you get back to play if you have pain? And that's where the movement comes in. If you can build the joints to have resilience and stability as you're moving through different ranges, your back's not aching, or your knees can do all these different things. Like, imagine if your knees could do this. Would you be as in fear of your knees while you're playing? Probably not. So this is not necessary. You don't have to be able to do this to be able to play. It's actually probably a little overboard. But if you can do that, you're gonna have a lot better likeliness that when you're playing, your knees aren't gonna hurt. That's advanced. So what does that start with? Can I get my knees to bend a little bit? Can I sit in this position? Imagine if you could sit on the ground comfortably again. That's gonna allow you to play with your grandkids more, right? The first step. You have to think about the play that you're actually missing out on. People forget about it. We have reels, we have TV, we have all these things that can mimic play for us that we think are getting us the aspect of play that we get when we're outdoors and playing with other people. It's not the truth. It's not actually giving you the effects that you want. You're not becoming more cognitively clear. You're not having less depression. You're not being less stressed. You're not having more joy in your life. All of those things come when you're playing in real life versus when you're watching somebody else play. So if you can think of those things, then from there, we have to build the joints. We have to build the body that can play. You have to do that, and it takes some time. But when you're thinking of the play, it becomes fun. It becomes useful because every day that I go to the gym, I get closer and closer to increasing my bowling score or being better at bowling, playing a third game instead of only two.
My normal average for bowling was always about a 145. Always was tired by the third game. Now I'm doing an average of a 165 to 170. And the third game, I'm usually still pretty strong.
I've seen this happen for clients over and over again with different sports, with different activities, even just wanting to be able to walk all around the park with your friend and not have to worry about my ankles always hurt. How much movement do you have in your ankles? If we take that to the gym and we set it down nice and slow, okay, we're gonna move your ankle through this range. Now we're gonna do it with load. And you're doing different movements. All of these things you can control in the gym. You can't necessarily control them while you're playing, but you need to play. So we go to exercise and using targeted movements to build the body that you want to play in, because that's what gives you the life that you want. So if you're ready to have the body that has joy, movement, get back to the things like doing back bridges when you were a kid, all of these things, they're possible. They really are possible. There's just 3 steps. See the future, build the body you want, and then start playing. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna wanna build a stronger body. So these steps, you're just gonna go back and forth on. I'm playing, I wanna be stronger. I'm playing, I wanna be stronger. Now you can play better, you can play for longer, you can do more things. You can be that parent who is out on the playground with the kids instead of on the bench because it hurts. You know what I mean? So if you're ready to make that change, then follow the link that I put below this video. I want you to be comfortable and I want you to start getting to play. That's my whole mission. That's what I want you to be able to do. If you're not strong enough for anything in life, then it's not very fun to live life. Subscribe as well, because there's videos that actually break down the movements. If you want to do a pull-up, that video is up. Enjoy, and I'll see you at the next video.